Good morning. Welcome to another episode of my live. And in February, as I said in the first video, I'm exploring love and the different facets of love. And last week we talked about self-love. I was with Kaylee. And this week, what I'm going to focus on is exploring how I can love better. And these are lessons that I am working on in myself right now. I have a blog post to accompany this, so I've written out all of these thoughts. But at the very top of the blog post, I have a disclaimer that reminds myself and you guys that I'm not an expert on love or kindness. I probably hurt people without even realizing it all the time. And these are simply things that I am working on in myself right now. So I'm just sharing things that I'm learning and I'm working on how to love better, because this is something that I definitely want to do. It's something that is important to me. So one of the things that I try to do, good morning, Shar. Hi, Shar. One of the things that I try to do is not take things personally. I try really, really hard to not be easily offended. Someone might offend me or do something when I'm out in public, and maybe they let's say somebody cuts me off, and then I just take that so personally. They might be having a bad day. So me being able to just brush it off and let it go really easily could meet somebody and love somebody where they need to be met. So I'm trying really hard to not be easily offended, don't make it about myself, and just don't take it personally. I also try to keep in mind my extreme imperfection and the grace that God gives me every single day. So I mess up every single day. I offend God because I'm a sinner, and he still loves me unconditionally. So when I am hyper aware of the fact that I can go to my Heavenly Father and he loves me no matter what I've done, I am reminded that I can then extend that love and grace to others, and that it's not about me. So I just try to keep that in mind. If God can love me like that in my imperfection, then I can love others in their imperfection, and I can remove my pride and just, show grace, show love. And that's where I can extend that love and grace. Sharing my blessings. So I try to be grateful every day, count my blessings, and I can love others with all of the blessings that I've been given. For an example of this is I am super, super grateful. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. I am super, super grateful to be a stay-at-home mom. And I am grateful for this blessing every day, even on the challenging days. But because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I have maybe a little bit more flexibility in my schedule. And so I have had the opportunity to share that blessing and my flexible schedule and my flexibility with my time with maybe some friends and family members that have had, childcare pinches and things like that, and they need somebody to help out in a pinch. And so because of my blessings, I have then been able to share that with others. So I think when I count my blessings, when we count our blessings every day, we become hyper aware of how much we can share. And, sharing and giving goes far beyond financial giving. That's really important too. But when I'm aware of the gifts that I've been given, the non-monetary gifts, I can share those with others more abundantly. Caring for myself helps me to love better. There's so many conversations on social media these days about self-care and self-love and what does that look like. And I think that will look different for every single person. For myself, starting my day early in the morning with Bible study, with I keep the lights really low when I first wake up. I make a coffee and I just get in the Word. Good morning, Mama. I just get in the Word and I hang out with God and I pray and I do my Bible study. Good morning, Jessica. And I do that before the kids wake up and before Tyler wakes up. I try to wake up at 5 a.m. and that's my thing, but it will be different for everyone. And so that's how I care for myself. And I have noticed on the days where I sleep in and then the kids wake me up, I am just scattered. So being able to center myself in the morning with God before I start the day is a huge self-care thing for me. So whatever it is that if you do yoga, if you meditate, if you wake up early, if you love to go for a walk, whatever it is that you care for yourself, I assure you that simple thing that you do to take care of yourself will then allow you to love others better and be able to pour into others better. One thing that I'm really working on right now and making a conscious effort, this is the last point, is surrounding myself with different people. Surrounding myself with people that believe different things than me, that look different than I am, that have different passions that I have, that walk through life differently than me, just totally different, have had different upbringings, whatever it might be. Surrounding myself with people that are different than myself, it just expands my mind of the world that is around me, and it helps me to just be so much more aware and compassionate and loving. So that is something that has become really, really important to me too, is just diversity, and that expands my abilities to love, right? Because I can be closed-minded sometimes, and I don't want that. So I need to expose myself to lots of different people and love different people, and not just love people who are like me, right? So that is such a cool thing. I learned so much from people that are different than me, right? Super, super cool. And I just want to leave us all with a quote from Michael Jackson. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. You want to make the world a better place? Take a look at yourself and make that change. Starts with us, guys. I love you. I hope you have a great day.